Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today, the 12th of November. I didn't post yesterday because I had quite a few readings booked, and also I wanted to dedicate the day to my happiness. And so I did everything, aside from doing the readings, of course, that I had booked. I just spent the day doing everything that made me happy, and it was a beautiful day. And because it was such an awesome day, it's not that I didn't have any messages to share as such, but I don't know, I want to always ensure that my videos hold some sort of substance, and didn't just want to go, oh hi guys, I had a beautiful day, I hope you had a beautiful day too, and that was that. So I just spent it reflecting. And this video is also triggered by one of the readings that I had with one of my more long-standing clients. We're coming up to our 1-year anniversary soon, and readings with her have always been very in sync with me, which has always been very inspiring for me too, because a lot of the messages that come through for her also resonate and inspire me, and inspire a lot of my videos. So, so yesterday I spent the day just making myself happy. I told you the day before that I found my perfect wedding lipstick, and so I thought, do you know what, I can't just have a wedding lipstick without the perfect wedding lip liner. And so I found one yesterday, and I just had a beautiful time just feeling happy. I have no other word to describe it, just feeling blissful, feeling happy and uplifted and in just the most amazing mood. And it was a really beautiful day. The sun was out. Oh, it was, just awesome. And I hope everyone who's watching this video also had a beautiful 11/11. So, and the reason why I want to bring up this video is the year in review that I kind of had with that client that booked a reading yesterday afternoon with me. We ended up reflecting on our past year, and we both agreed that we're actually happy that we didn't come into permanent union with our beloveds this time last year, because I know for me, this time last year was not a nice time. I had been diagnosed with something that I'm now completely over, and the doctors were actually quite astounded that now it looks like I never even had that thing that I thought I was going to have. Not that I was going to have, sorry, I can't phrase it properly. Basically, I thought I was going to possibly die this time last year because of what they diagnosed me with. I don't want to go into detail because it's not nice, and I don't want to give that any more energy than I already had received, because that's not something that I want to reflect on. But anyway, this time last year I was in a horrible place. I felt alone. I felt really sad, a little bit abandoned in a way, I guess, if I'm being truly honest, and I had no way of reaching out and talking with my beloved, which was really sad. But I'm actually glad, because through him coming back to me, it made me see that, yes, he actually wants to be here now. And he actually had to be really, really brave and make the effort to come back to me. It wasn't a case of being cowardly. He had to be really brave, and I commend him for that. And I would not have been in the correct energy anyway this time last year had we gotten together then, and I know he wouldn't have, because of course, as being part of the same energy, you reflect each other so strongly. And if I wasn't ready, he's not ready. He wouldn't have been ready, and I know he wouldn't have been. I kind of since discovered that since speaking with him again. And so I'm actually glad that we did not get together then. I would have been a mess. I mean, even if we were together, I would have still been really shaken up by this diagnosis, and it wouldn't have been the best space for us to be together. There was also still a lot of guilt I had to get over, and a lot of forgiveness that I had to give myself first and foremost that I hadn't done. And so it was very vital that I did those things by myself, for myself first. And this time last year I didn't fully understand it, but now reflecting back, I completely get it. I completely understand it. And so my client also said that she's actually glad that they didn't get together this time last year either. And that, you know, she can see the benefit of having to do this work by herself, for herself. So it's quite interesting how our year in review, we came to the same conclusions. Because this is something I've told my twin, is that I will give you the best of me. So I expect only ever the very best in return. It has to be balanced, like breathing. You give and you take. You don't just give. And this would have been the old me, to give so much that I wasn't receiving. And of course, there's a massive energetic imbalance if that's what you're going to do. And I know that now. So, yeah, we've grown so much throughout this past year that I totally see why we couldn't be fully together. And also, he said to me energetically, and I feel it from him so strongly, when I am back for good. I will not let you down, and I will not be doing any more running and chasing and any of that. You know, that'll be over. I will be back for good. And that's something that's stuck. You know, that's always resonated throughout. So yeah, I just find it quite astounding what a difference a year makes. Because this time last year, I didn't even have this channel yet. I was called to build it, but I didn't build it until a few weeks later. I started on the 25th of November. But I do know that on the 11th, I was, you know, already thinking about it very strongly. Because I was pushed even months before that, you know, I was called to create my own channel. But of course, at the time, I was kind of thinking, there's so many channels out there already. Do I even have anything more to offer? But a year on, reflecting back at that as well, and seeing all the feedback and all the new clients that I have met along the way, of course I had something different to offer. And I am proud of what I have to offer. And I'm glad that people comment to me and say that, yes, the reason why they follow me is because I am different. And that's a good thing. I don't just post tarot reading. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I know that I can give you so much more that's, you know, different too. Because you've got so much to choose from. So many tarot readings out there. I mean, I can't even keep count with all the ones, but the way that I give messages are slightly different, but I've been called to do it this way, and I've been given loads of feedback, not just from feminines, but from a lot of divine masculines as to why they resonate with this kind of information more. And I'm happy. I've always wanted to be different and embrace my uniqueness, and I'm glad that people have been accepting of that. So for everyone watching, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, for letting me know that being different is good. I mean, not that I ever doubted it, but it's like, you know, sometimes when there's so much out there, I don't see them as competition even. It's not competition. But you think, am I just going to be regurgitating the same old stuff that everyone else is? Because I don't want to do that. I want to offer something unique. But luckily, I've been given so much feedback from different clients and people watching that I know that I should continue on and should not give up. Not that I was intending to give up, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's been a wonderful year. It's been a roller coaster of a year. it, you know, a year in review, it's taken me from being completely alone. Like, people who knew my full story would be wondering, why are you creating a channel to talk about twin flames whilst you are in separation and don't even have any way of knowing if they're going to come back or even reaching out to them? There was literally no way for me to reach out even. But I said, you know, I believe in love. And even if I'm uncertain, at least I know true love will prevail. And I'm open to whatever the outcome. I was open and I said to the universe, if it's not him, all right. But please bring me my true love. And what happened was the universe brought him back to me. So for anyone who's feeling a little bit discouraged, I want you to be that open with the universe, you know? Just say, I want true love. If it's him, great. If it's not him, then also great, because true love is true love. It's gonna be that or even better. So what could be wrong with that? And I feel a lot of the times we get really stuck thinking it has to be that specific person. That's the mistake that I made with the catalyst person that came into my life before I met my beloved. Because I was like, no, it has to be him. It has to be him. Surely it must be him. But every time I said that, I could feel my heart was breaking more and more. And I knew I was fooling myself because this person wasn't right for me at all. And you can feel it in the energy. The energy of my beloved is uplifting, even through the hard and sad times. It's always been uplifting. It's always had a feeling of just a higher vibration. I don't know how to explain it. But the feeling with the catalyst was always very low vibrational, always very self-deprecating, always kind of making me feel not good enough because he didn't feel good enough. But when the energy is different and the spiritual connection is undeniable, and even the messages and information you get through physical senses is undeniable, then there's just no doubt, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to share this message that if you're feeling down right now, know that things will get better. I mean, if I've gone from feeling like I was literally going to not be on this earth anymore to now feeling like my life is the most beautiful and it's getting better and better, even more so every day, then you can get yourself out of whatever your situation is. And I hope that this talk inspires you to do so. Please don't give up on true love. We need you here. So, I just want to, encourage everybody to keep on their soul paths. You have so much support from your spiritual team that you may not even realize it. But you do. And we all want you to continue on your path because you are doing wonderfully. So I hope that this message has helped. If you would like to connect with me, all my details are in the description. And I thank you also very much for your support, for booking with me if you felt so inclined, and for your kindness and loyalty and just being here along this journey with me. Thank you also very much for taking time out of your day to watch and listen to my messages. I know watching isn't really necessary because I always hold my phone up above one of these cards because that's just how I do it. But anyway, I thank you all so very much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.